Hi, my name is Tim Beaton. I work on the Carers Voice programme for Healthwatch Essex. This film is designed to raise awareness of unpaid carers. The work they do is incredible and often goes unnoticed. Many carers don't even see themselves in the role, yet their contribution makes a big difference to the cared for and to their loved ones. It is important carers are recognised for the superb work they do and that they get the support they need timely and appropriately. What does it mean to be a carer?
Being a carer is as simple as caring for someone who requires the care, for whatever that may be. For me personally, is assisting my mother with her disability.
Being a carer just means looking after my son every day. I can't even describe what being a carer is, it's just what I do. Literally what I do every single day, it just comes naturally for me. Just means looking after my son better than anyone else I know.
Can you share your experience of caring?
I care for my mother, who was born with a condition of cerebral palsy, so she has always been disabled, and she certainly was disabled when I was born and has been since.
I take Darnell into charity shops quite frequently. I know it makes him happy being able to find things that he's interested in, particularly Lego. Lego drives me insane, but I know how much it makes him happy. He loves finding new treasures. He's got thousands of pieces of Lego, but I know every single piece that he finds makes him happy. And if it makes him happy, it makes me happy.
What are the positives of caring?
Many lessons learnt, so much experience gained, such as patience, responsibility, to be there for someone, and also being able to assist with matters such as injuries or any of the other effects that a disability can cause. And I do not believe that much of this would be as simple to develop if I was not a carer.
The positive about being a carer is that I'm my son's carer and that I know I'm the best person for the job and I'm the one that can look after him the best, and I trust me. And I know that I have his best interests at heart, and I know many others probably wouldn't.
What are the challenges you face with caring?
Study was difficult for me throughout secondary school, as my house is adapted to my mother's disability. With so much being adapted to my mother's disability, there are also some disadvantages from that to those that live with her, but I certainly understood that. However, study was extremely difficult for me. I was not able to study at home. Not everyone understands that home is not always somewhere for homework. And everyone had always responded that these are all excuses, and I am being incapable.
I worry about if I got ill, who would look after him. I worry as I get older, who would be the person who would look after him. I just worry about him. I worry about how the world is today. I worry about how the world changes, how it'll affect him.
How does being a carer affect you?
Being a carer affects me a great deal. My life is quite isolating. I don't get to do very much. I can't work, I can't socialise. I miss working, I miss being able to be me anymore. I have to sacrifice everything to look after my son, but I chose to have children and I chose to have him.
Although there are certain challenges and struggles, there certainly are pros to this role as well. I certainly would not be who I am if I was not a carer. This is a lifestyle I appreciate to live, and everyone's lifestyle has challenges. So I do not believe that this separates me from society at all, but in fact forms me into myself.
Why is it important to be recognised as a carer?
Because we're important. We save this country millions and billions of pounds a year, and I think that we do need to be recognised, because I think that we do a very important job, and I don't see myself being recognised, but I do see that other people need that recognition, because we do save a lot of money. And I'm a parent first, but I am a carer second.
Why is it important for carers to get involved in projects like Carers' Voices? Carers' Voices is an Healthwatch Essex programme commissioned by Essex County Council to engage and canvass the views of unpaid carers across Essex. We want to hear good and the not so good points, what works well and what could be improved. We collate those carers' points and experiences, feed them back to Essex County Council, who are using the information to shape, influence and improve future services. We engage with carers at forums, on the high street, fairs, roadshows and hospitals. We offer information, advice and guidance on the spot and have a range of literature to offer. We can also refer into more specific services depending on the need and the complexity. We often conduct home visits and have supported over 5,000 carers. We also have our Expert by Experience panel, carers with lived experience who help guide our approach and provide honest and open accounts of their role to other carers to encourage them to share their experiences.
I've got involved in a lot of things, especially with Healthwatch Essex. I've been to Parliament, I've spoke on numerous occasions. I've been an ambassador for Healthwatch, I think, for at least 18 months now. Many times I can't even name now.
To be reassured that they are not alone and that there is assistance available to them. If voices were heard much earlier, and I was aware of that when I was younger, there certainly would have not been as many struggles and challenges emotionally as there were for me. This was a matter I had mentioned to MP Chris Vince when we had spoken to him in the Houses of Parliament, that this is ignored so much, and most of the time no one is even familiar with what being an unpaid carer is. And due to that, many teachers would not be aware that they are teaching someone whose lifestyle at home is not as all of the other students they would teach. I have also heard of other experiences doing so, and I also appreciate that, as that is comforting and reassuring to hear that I'm not alone. Others understand my position and situation.
I can give people that voice that other people can't do. I don't have the greatest confidence in the world, but some people have got less confidence than I have.
Have you received any support for your caring role?
None. None at all.
So I certainly have by many organisations and charities locally accessible to me. But this was recently received, not that long ago, as that was only when we discovered that these services were available. Exactly being why our voice is required to be heard, so that this can be available to many others much earlier.
What would you like to see in the future for carers?
More support, more financial recognition, more respite. I have never received any financial recognition whatsoever. £60 a week doesn't cut anything for anybody. I think that doesn't cover anything.
I would like young carers to be considered as much as those that may struggle with certain learning disabilities, although these are not the exact matters. Assistance is what I believe young carers require, as not everyone understands how valuable the time is away from home, and that time in the classroom is the only time that they can be productive with study, and from the moment they return home, that can become a challenge. So I would like all schools to be aware from the beginning and also to act for the young carers instead of only welcoming someone from a charity to share a conversation with a young carer throughout lesson once a month or so.
The Healthwatch Essex website contains many links to organisations offering support. Essex County Council and Essex Wellbeing Service also offer a range of services. Across the county, Essex Carers Support, Carers First and Action for Family Carers offer bespoke support for carers of all ages. If you want to share your experiences or get support, get in contact with us on 0300 500 1895.